Quick review, Team Redcat, the Trmt10e. Alright, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it, my thoughts of it. I've run one battery pack through it, so I don't know how durable it is long term, but this is what I've gathered so far. First thing, it comes with these giant heavy duty body clips that are far longer than your regular body clips. This is like a normal body clip next to it. It's kind of a short truck, like a Stampede. The body lays down on it. It kind of reminds me of like maybe an Arma truck, one of the Outcasts or something. Comes in orange and gray. This wheelie bar on the back, very heavy duty. It's built really well. One of my issues, this battery compartment here, a battery won't sit in it this way. It won't quite fit. So you have to stand up your battery on an angle like that. So when you have your battery like that, but the Velcro holds it in place pretty good. But a hard case pack has to stand in kind of crooked like that. So, but I think it's designed for a battery that has it already wired, in which case you stand it up on end like that. And that way it would be expandable to a 3S, because it's a 2 or 3S machine. I ran it hard as I could run it, on that 7,000 milliamp Gens Ace 2S battery. The motor temp got up to 160 degrees, which is probably about as hot as you want to run. The ESC, on the other hand, which appears to be like a Hobby Wing Max 10 or Max 8, only got to 105. So the ESC is got a lot left in it. The motor, if you run it on 3S, if you were in the grass running hard, I don't know how much it'll take, but it was 160 degrees, so it may hold up, I don't know. The rest of it, I ran into a tree trying to jump it like on Monster Jam, where they run into those trailers and try to do backflips like 8 times. I never even hurt the bumper. It has headlights in the front. These are all white, and then they're reds on the sides. That's pretty cool. The tires are like literally have all kind of grip. I mean, they're almost sticky, like there's some kind of a glue on them or something when you get them out. When you get this out of the box, the wheels and tires are not attached. The nut is already screwed onto the axle. You have to take that nut off and put the wheel on and put the nut back on. You're only going to get like a couple threads through the nut. Let me see that or not, but the axle's not very long. The wheel nut on there is not a 12 millimeter. I think it's a 16 millimeter. So these wheels and tires, I mean, like you can't take your wheels and tires off your Stampede or something and put them on here. You got to have that bigger nut, or you could easily take the nut off on the inside, change it out, and then do all your standard wheels and tires. The ride height and everything is all about the same as maybe like a 4-wheel drive Stampede, but this thing has beefcake shocks. This servo is amazing. It's a Savox, strong as all get out. It turns those wheels right now. ESC, amazing. Motor, like I said, 160 degrees, ran great. This thing is really beefy. And like I said, I ran into a tree like 8 times. One thing about this, if you get it on pavement, if you pull the trigger full blast, the wheelie bar is not going to catch you. It just flips all the way over, ends up on its top. When you're running real fast, the brakes are set really high, like maybe on 100%. I didn't see, but it's right out of the box. When you hit the brakes, you do a front flip and end up on your top. Now, when you learn to finesse the throttle, you can ride a wheelie. You can pull wheelies real good and not flip over in the grass. I just ran in wet grass 3 inches tall. Do a wheelie, not flip over in the grass. Wheelie bar catches you then. But, and then you still do front flips in the grass. But if you time it just right, you can do a front flip, flip all the way over and end up on your tires. That's fun. And if you time it just right on the pavement on doing the wheelie, you can ride a wheelie clear down the street. Which, on that 7,000 milliamp battery, I had time to experiment and do all that stuff. It doesn't appear that I broke anything, and I wrecked it a lot. I had it on its top probably as much as on its bottom. The body held up pretty good, but you can see I scraped it all up. One battery pack. Like I said, it flips over. It's because of that short wheelbase, you know, so that's what flips it over. All in all, for the price, this thing is the best four-wheel drive you're going to get at that price range. If you're, I mean, it's not really for a beginner, but if you're tired of your two-wheel drive Stampede or your Slash and you're ready to upgrade, this is a great upgrade. 2 to 3S, you put 3S in it, you get even more speed. The way it comes out of the box, it's a little slower than like a VXL two-wheel drive Slash or Stampede. Maybe a couple miles an hour. I mean, you can notice it, but it's not so bad. It's still fun. But it's four-wheel drive. So you put the 3S in it, boom, it bumps you up on speed. But the fun factor is all over the place. And it handles amazing for a little short wheelbase vehicle. I think that's just because it's four-wheel drive. The difference between four-wheel drive and two-wheel drive and handling is just amazing. One other thing I didn't like was this body hits on this bumper right here. When you put it on to get the body mounts, see the bumper hits the body. So I'm going to take a Dremel tool and I'm going to cut the corner off of that bumper. Alright, so then it's not digging into my body right there. So other than this piece of bumper right here that needs cut off for the body and the battery, how it lays in there, those are my only complaints about this vehicle. It really is a good vehicle and great value for the money.